Howdy YouTubers, welcome back to another Magic Arena draft where we are back into Avatar The Last Airbender, and by the looks of it we've got quite a nice couple of rares in pack 1 with a Mai and a Fire Lord Azula. So Mai is the first strike, and whenever a player casts a non-creature spell they lose 2 life, which obviously is a mirrored effect, so if you also cast any non-creatures you'll get hit for 2. And then Fire Lord Azula in the Grixis Firebending 2, whenever you cast a spell while Fire Lord is attacking you can copy that spell and you may choose new targets. So I guess you can have like some pump or some removal and kind of copy it and remove 2 creatures or pump a couple of creatures you've got. So I'm definitely going to think I'm have a go with Fire Lord Azula. This is the first Grixis card I have got. So there's a Swamp Snare Trap, which would be quite nice to come back. Again, there's that kind of how to start a riot, which obviously would be good for the firebending. So let's take Fire Lord Azula. Maybe you can go into some kind of Grixis aggro Fire Nation action. We've now got a Fire Navy Trebuchet, which is pretty good. I kind of played against it and played with it, but wasn't so good for me because I missed an attack with it, but I think it's a pretty good card. We've got a Lost Days, which would be quite good with Fire Lord Azula. But I think I'm just going to take a Trebuchet. I think at this point it's pretty good. There's actually a Master Paku. Becomes tapped, target player mills X. I don't think I'm going to be taking that. I kind of want to be maybe kind of more aggro type strategy, I think. So yeah, I think I'm going to take a Trebuchet. It's just kind of a nice blocker and just creates a flyer every turn. We have now got what? I guess there's a Messenger Hawk as a nice flyer with some upside if you can draw 2 cards. There's actually a Quench, which is I think quite nice. There's a Canyon Crawler maybe if I need to, as a land cycler, if I'm kind of going 3 colours, that actually might be a better one. Don't think I'm going to be that one there. And then there's a Fire Nation Raiders. I think it's either Quench or the land cycler, and I think I might just take a Quench for some early interaction. I'm not a massive fan of this Solstice Revelations thing, but I think I'll take a Quench. There's a Water Bending Scroll for the mono blue deck, which is particularly good. There is a Cunning Maneuver. There's also an Earth Village Ruffians, which isn't too bad as a 3-drop, which has some upside if it dies. There's also a Land Cycler. Or a Hog Monkey 3/2. Not too sure about that. I could just take Cunning Maneuver, but that's probably gonna wheel. I guess I take a 3-drop. Not too sure about this red one being in my deck. Okay, there's now a Red Shrine and a Foggy Swamp Spirit Keeper, which I do like. Actually, that Azula Always Lies is quite nice. I do like that Sinister Strike. Again, especially if you can copy that with Lord Azula. The Swamp Keeper might wheel as it's blue-black. Nothing else really exciting. I guess there's an Abandoned Attachments which you can double cast with Fire Lord Azula, but I think I'm going to stick with the black removal at this point. Like there's a Flyer in blue. There's now a Mountain Cycler or a Callous Inspector. I guess I'll probably just take the Flyer. And all you need is 1 lesson in your graveyard, so that's probably a nice 2-drop, I think, at this point. And the Spirit Oasis, another Quench. Watery Grass, which is probably a nice one. Though, doesn't tap them down initially, but I think it's okay. Or do I take another Quench? I guess the Watery Grasp is good against creatures that have been transformed into... lands that have been transformed into creatures. There's now another Azula lies await. Again, I'll take another one. It's not like the absolute best removal. Rowdy Snowballers works with Watery Grasp, which is pretty good. Was this my pack? This might have been my pack, possibly. Wolf Bat, Octopus Form, Lost in Days, which will be pretty good. Bouncing 2 bits and pieces. Or do I take a 3-mana flyer? Whenever you draw your second card, you may pay black, and if you do, return this card from your grave. That's more for the sacrifice deck. I might take a Lost Days, actually. Okay, now I'll take a Slam Cycler. Ag's Journey is probably pretty good, actually, for the deck if we're trying to go 3. Though it looks like we're kind of more blue-black than maybe splashing red. So it doesn't feel like we're kind of the draw 2 at the moment. It's just kind of blue-black good stuff, or kind of just random bits and pieces. And we've got a Hakoda, Selfless Commander, Vigilance. You may look at the top card of your library, and you may cast ally spells, and you can sacrifice Hakoda, and creatures get +0/+5. There's a Crashing Waves. There's actually a nice flyer there, which might be the one I would pick. The Crashing Waves, which again I forgot was not instant when I first played it. So good to note that the black-blue lifelink person didn't come back, so that probably means that someone else is splashing blue and black on the table. Deadly Precision, which is quite nice if you're in the sacrifice, though obviously you can pay 4. But I think I just take this flyer. Benevolent River Spirit. I played with that last time. That was quite a nice card. There's another first time flyer. I don't think I want... There's a sold out, actually. It's probably needs some removal. Like the River Serpent Spirit might come back. Fire Nation Engineers raid enters with a counter on it. I'll put a counter on another target creature, so it's on another target, not itself. But yeah, I think I take just the removal. Again, the first time flyer might wheel, which would be quite nice. The red land, what is this? Create a token as a copy of a target creature. It's not legendary, and it's a 4/4, or you can create a token as a copy of an opponent's creature, and it's a 2/2. There's another third Azula. I don't think I'm going to take that. There's an Abandoned Attachment for draw 2. There's June. Can't be blocked as long as you've drawn 2 or more cards, and you can sacrifice another creature to create a clue. It's fine. Do I want to take this? Or do I want to take a 2-drop? Which is also relevant for drawing the draw 2 relevant cards. Maybe I'll get an Abandoned Attachments back, or Parrot. I think I'll take a 2-drop. Okay, I will take it this time because it's unlikely to then wheel back. So people to my left aren't blue-black. There's another Ag's Journey. There's, I guess, the Foggy Swamp Hunters. Maybe. Like, not much red either. But I'll take the Foggy Swamp. Okay, now there's the Waterbending Scroll. Now that I'm more blue-black, maybe that's something to consider taking. Low and Lee Twins. twin tutors. Enter, can search lesson or noble, and noble creatures you control. Noble creatures and lesson have lifelink. I have got one noble, so it's not likely. I think I just take the waterbending scroll. The messenger hawk might not wheel back, but yeah, I think I take the draw. Okay, there's another one of those. This is pretty good, isn't it, for a mana sink? That land, I think I take the land. There's an exile, another rowdy snowballers, another Ember Island Productions. But yeah, I think I take this land. This is a great, makes unblockables essentially. The Hog Monkey, I could actually take that land now, is probably a better pick. So I won't be getting anything back here. So I take the engine room. There's a Zuko's Exile, which is also instant. And a How to Start Your Right, like that actually might be okay. It's colourless. I don't think I really want to take Fire Nation Army at this point. Again, I think I need to stick with blue-black. Crashing Waves came back. The Temple, which is not going to do much here. Geyser Leaper maybe, which has got the draw, but I think I'll take the Crashing Waves. So many creatures. I kind of needed some more creatures. There's a Benevolent which came back. And again, I think it's a fine card. I think I got to cast it fairly easy last time, so I think I'll take it this time. I think I actually take the attachments again as a draw and discard if I'm trying to go more to draw 2 stuff. Again, there might be, okay, Ang's Journeys probably I take, or I could take, as long as I've drawn 2 of them, it has lifelink. I think I take another Ang's Journey and a First Time Fly. Nice. Hey, that came back around. Whether I'll play that, I don't know. Okay, now we've got a Mechanist. So, need to keep our mind about kind of creating clues somehow. There's a Heartless Act. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 removals. I think I just take the Mechanist. Again, having him being able to create 3/1 flyers is pretty good, I think. There's a Giant Koi, which might wheel. I might take the Mountain Cycler possibly, but I guess because I've got some Ang's Journeys, I don't really need to. Redirect Lightning. Okay, Submersible's pretty good. It's basically a bounce with a creature attached to it as well. There's an Otter Penguin, but that might come back around. Don't think I really want to splash that, but yeah, I think I'll take the Submersible that can bounce a thing and later on be a creature. Prosperity. Each player draws X cards, and also UAs. Okay, so Waterbending, you may cast non-creature spells from your hand. Like, again, 4 mana Flying Vigilance 3/3 is, I think, fine. There's another Heartless Act. Again, I could cast non-creature, like, I'm not ever really going to be doing that too much, but again, I think I'll take the 4-drop at this point. So what am I cutting? Water Grasp might be a cut, especially with some removal. I'll think about it in a minute. So we've got another Sold Out, and there's another Trebuchet. Which I don't think I want. I think I'll just take some more removal, and then I might not need the Zuko's Exile. At that point, there's another Benevolent River Spirit. Corrupt Court Official's fine. Guess I'll just take another Spirit, but I guess they're a bit awkward if you've got 2 in hand and you can't cast them, but Don't think I want a corrupt court official. Yes, getting them to discard a card's fine. But maybe having just that is probably better. And we've got a green-blue land. I don't think we've got that as a Boomy Bash. That's for the sacrifice of a 4-drop. Guess I could take a 4/5, though I don't really have any way to sacrifice stuff. Well, in that case, I might just want a 4-drop vigilance. Don't think so, but 6, 3/2 lifelink. When it enters, it deals damage equal to the assaults. Don't think that's what I'm going to be taking here. Is it energy bending? Could take some protection, maybe. So, giant koi actually might be fine. 4 mana. When you have a sacrifice, yeah. Might just take a land cycler. Another giant koi. Don't think I'm going to be any of these. Yeah, I guess don't think so. Another Zhao, a Daily Indoctrination. Can Earthbend 2 or make them discard a non-land permanent, or Death Touch, 3 mana Death Touch. Again, I'll take a Death Toucher, but it's not likely. Okay, Prosperity came back actually. Or do I take this one instead? I guess I'll take the Prosperity, though it's obviously a mirrored effect. Don't know if I might play that, and I don't know if I'm going to play the water. Okay, it's not too bad. Maybe I don't need both of the Aang's Journey. Not too sure about Ember Island production. Like, it seems like a cool card, but I'm not too sure about it. So I think I might remove that. June can't be blocked as long as you've drawn 2 or more cards and you can sacrifice another creature. So she's a sack enabler, and I create clues for the Fire Nation, so the Fire Navy Trebuchet. Look, that's probably not good enough, that Hog Monkey. Snowballers I think is good for some tempo. Parrot might not be that great. Maybe the Crashing Waves as well might not be that great if I've kind of got some removal. And it's sorcery, so I can't utilize it during Fire Lord Azulas. Like Prosperity actually probably isn't that good in the deck. So UA only casts non-creature spells for free. And I've got... Whoop, didn't mean to do that, come on. I've got 17 creatures, so maybe the UA or UE isn't great. Probably don't need 2 Aang's Journeys. Maybe. So let's figure out realistically how am I going to cast this quickly, because I need, so turn 3, if I'd have 1 creature out, that's 4. Turn 4 would be, so this might not come out until turn 4 or 5. Well, for me, I'm only not got any 1-drop, so creatures on turn 2. Turn 3, play another creature. So that's 2 creatures, 3 lands. So I could get up turn 3 or 4 still. So yeah, maybe I keep both of them. Oh, this is a tough one. Maybe I don't need the Lost Days. Again, it could be 16 land, 2 land cyclers within Aang's Journey. Not too confident about that. Let's just split up our creatures and non-creatures. Maybe I don't need the Quench, because it's not a great card later on in game. And again, Azula's probably is a bit better with Firelord Azula. And again, I don't mind having some protection for against removal, so maybe I'll just take out the Quench. And then do I have 16 lands with land cyclers? I think I probably need the Waterbend Scroll though. Like my curve is pretty low, so I can probably get away with 16 lands and 2 land cyclers. I think I'm going to risk it. So land suggestion is, guess it would, God, I keep clicking on that thing, that's quite annoying. 11-15, so if I went 7-7, one mountain for Aang's Journey, so yeah, 7-7, so that's 8, 7 and 2. Now on this one as well. I think that's probably what I'm looking at. 2 land cyclers, Aang's Journey, and that's probably what I think I'm going to go with. So removal wise is kind of that. 2 sold outs. And you've got some tempo in the snowballers and semi-submersibles. So yeah, essentially kind of 5-6 removal-ish spells. So yeah, I think this is what I'm going to go for. Again, might not need to cast the land cyclers, and if so, get some kind of top end there. The Firelord Azula kind of works with this getting kind of -1, -2, so yeah, -2 +2 essentially if you're getting to double it. So yeah, let's go with this build, and hopefully we can get maybe 3-4 wins would be good, I would say. So yeah, let's give this a go. I guess the only one I'm not too sure about is the octopus form, but I think protecting what I've got is probably the best bet I think I need to rely on. So yeah, let's roll with this and see how we do in round number 1. Welcome back. Here we are into round number 1 with our blue, black with red, and I am on the draw with all my colours and a nice 2-3 curve, so definitely going to keep that one. No draw 2 at the moment, so probably want to lead with the flyer and a 4-drop. So let's just play our island. Blue, green, and exhaust 2. So there's a land cycle which I might need to do. So this is exhaust 6. You can put 2 counters on this and earthbend. So just at the moment it's just a 2-2. So yes, next turn I can... Trebuchet is probably good actually here. So they might have a counter at this point. Well, maybe they've got some bounce. Okay. Sure. Well, at least the Trebuchet can block for a few turns. Looks like actually the opponent took a mulligan, which I didn't realise. Sure. Okay, so I drew a land. I guess I could snowball there and tap the land down. That might be what I want to do here. Unless it's non-land. No, I can tap the land down, so that's fine. To a knowledge seeker with vigilance. The question is, do I want to attack with my... So I could attack, kill whatever they block. And then at least I've kind of... That seems so bad, that does. I think I probably want to cycle, to be honest. Yeah, I think I want a land cycle. Get my land drop down. And then I guess Mechanist is probably a good one, or that's pretty good with sacrificing the tokens off the trebuchet, but I think I want to get this down. Sure, that's fine. Well, let's just block there. Yep. Okay, I could bounce the land actually at this point. Attack for 2. Yeah, I probably want to bounce the land. Oh, I can't bounce the land. This doesn't do much. This does that. I guess I could bounce a clue. Gosh. I guess I'll just bounce the 2-2. They just play another 2-2. So I can transform the submersible into a 3-3 if need be. Was actually tempted about bouncing the clue at one point. But I'll so much have to read this. So when it dies, you create a clue. So I want to trade it. Why? Sure. Like them just getting a clue is fine. So 2, 4, 7. So they could. So I probably need to hold out this sold out. So that's for 4, isn't it? Yeah. Maybe I need to get this down next turn, but I think I'm gonna... Only having one island is a little bit restrictive, I have to say. I guess I will just pass at this point. Because I don't think I want to trade my 2-2 for a land that just comes back. So yeah, maybe drawing some islands will be super handy at this point. It's going to cost me 5 at the moment. Ostrich Horse. And I did hit a land, whether they'll take it or not, if they want a 4-2. They might take it if they've not drawn it and they... Okay, so they don't want the land, but they might have taken it to help with transforming the captives. Not too sure about this. Sure. Maybe they're just testing me, I don't know. Okay, Pirate Peddlers, Death Touch. So I'm reading this again, and you can Earthbend 2. I guess... It's so awkward. think I just pass. Again, yeah. I guess this is where the 16 lands might kind of bite me, but I know 2 land cyclers would have been fine. Okay, so I will block, block, and trade like this. At this point, I think, yeah. That's fine. I guess he's a nice blocker for the time being. Okay, now I'll make a 3-1. Still no land. So this is that, so I guess I'll just draw a card. Hey, drew a land, but it's not blue. Do I want to play a flyer? Probably play this one down now. And I guess I'll just attack him for 2 as I'm not going to be blocking with her. But yeah, not drawing lands has really scuppered my game, I think. Down to 12, and another creature from them. Also land from me. I guess I draw the pirate. Play a land, play the peddlers, and then this is 1, 2, so that now costs 4. And also play my own first time flyer. No lessons. I think I've got, was it 4 or 5 lessons? Yeah, it's probably going to kill my Death Toucher now. Oh no, they've gone for the flyer, sure, that's fine. Well, I guess I trade that away. This is probably where I'm just going to start flooding out, I bet. Yep. Well, I might as well play it because it's going to be less. Do I have a shrine? I don't. Come on. Thought I'd clicked attack then for a second. Well, at least I can block their creatures now, though they did top something. It's a boulder. Okay. Again, play it out because it's cheaper, but this is where I'm going to start flooding out, no doubt. Lord Azula. But the question is, do I have to trade the boulder away now? Because otherwise he's just going to keep getting a big... Yeah, I think I have to trade, unfortunately, as much as I'd love to keep Lord Azula around. Okay, do I... So that's cost 1, which is probably what I'm doing. Lifelink's pretty good, actually, so... Hopefully I can stabilize. Ugh. I can make a 5-5 now. Yeah. So I might as well tap red because I don't have any more red. Actually, is it per whenever you draw your second card each turn? Okay. Guess I... So this would then be that. Trying to think if I got any sorcery removal spells or if it's all instant. I think it's all instant, so I might actually just hang back. Oh, they're going deep. 10 cards left. Sure. Souls out. Then I can block, give that -1/-1 before. So I need to... Actually, I probably need to block like this. Then that would be -1, so that'd be 4/4, and then that would be a 3/5. So yeah, I think I need to -1 on here and plus on here. And I don't mind if they kill the June at this point. And they're going to get to scry stuff to the top, so another good one by the looks of things. And whenever this creature gets +2 as long as you've drawn, sure. I've got 10 versus 10, so play with the red. Realm of Co's pretty good, actually. It's a nice mana sink. Because then I can start attacking with these now. Question is, do I now attack for 3? I guess they... Yeah, I think I can start attacking even though they can... Well, I can't double block and kill it, so I just want to gain some life, I think, at this point. I have some protection for my creature. Yep, going to protect that. So 8 cards for them, 9 for me. Discard another land, sure. And Ostrich Horse, I guess I'll just make a, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did they just, so they had 5 cards, they literally milled themselves more. So this could be down to them decking themselves. River Spirit's pretty good. At this point I'm probably gonna start, if I attack with both, it's, well, they can't block, so might as well attack with them. And again, do I attack with a 2/2 flyer? So that'd be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So maybe I do actually. Then I've got a 4, 5 backup as a blocker. They might just bounce off. So again, 5. So that's 9 incoming. That was 3, so I couldn't even activate it. Oh, gosh. I think I got particularly lucky there. Struggled at the start with getting stuck on lands, and they drew lands, but was thankfully able to get out of that. I feel like I probably should have got that waterbending artifact, the draw waterbending card down sooner, but getting literally just stuck on one island was not great. But yeah, game 1 in the bag, so can relax just a little bit and hopefully we can get a couple more under our belt. But let's head on into round number 2. Well, here we are into round number 2 in our kind of Grixis deck. I'm on the play with 2 swamps and an interesting hand. I guess on the play I essentially just need 1 land, and then the pirate and fire navy trebuchet do work. It's a risky keep, but I think I'm willing to because of just having one land. I literally just need 1 land. That would have been a good 2-drop to have if I had a island. Maybe this was too much of a risky keep. Okay. Whenever it enters ally, again, I'm just going to use this to use my mana. Land, well, can't complain at this point. So then, I guess, do I get the pirate peddler down and then trebuchet next turn? Or do I flyer, guarantee an attack? And I think I'll just get the 3-drop just to utilise my mana a bit better. I guess it depends on what they play, whether they'll consider locking or not. Okay, that's fine. Still not another land. Probably just want to messenger, so that if I don't draw a land next turn I can sacrifice the clue. Again, land would be quite good because I can peddler, sacrifice the clue. What is this? Badger, Mole, Earthbend 2, and yep, it's pretty good. Maybe I need to go back and actually go back to 17 lands. there's another land. So yeah, maybe I should, yeah, maybe go back to the deck and add in 17 lands, especially with 3 colours, even though I've got 2 land cyclers and an Aang's thing. Well, I guess I'll block the 2/2 and make them. Okay, no, I guess I'm just taking a bit more damage into Sun Warriors, which if I bend X, well, X is the number of creatures you control. Sure, I guess I can just bounce it, or Trebuchet. Attack for 2, maybe keep this back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I can 4, 5. I think I want to get the Trebuchet down. So I can take 4. Yeah, take 4. Trade away the flyer at this point. And a 6. This is an end step, isn't it? It sacrifices. End step, yeah. So I guess it would be the submersible. Double River Spirit. Well, attack again in the air for 4. I might just want to bounce this Sun Warrior. And I guess keep up the activation of the submersible. Having 2 of these Benevolent River Spirits is a little bit awkward, having only 2 lands as well. Okay, so that's obviously why they weren't too fussed about trading away. That's fine. I guess I'm taking 4, down to 2. Yep. Ugh. This is particularly awkward. And so I can't even do that. Well, any removal basically is undead because all of their attackers are lethal anyway. So yeah, any removal and also that, so yeah. Good game. Okay, I'm going to go back to my deck because even though I have got 2 landsliders, I think maybe I need to look at the deck, adding a land, maybe take out actually one of these Benevolent River Winders and just add in, I guess, a mountain or another Aang's Journey, because was it still 16 lands? Yeah, could add in another swamp, it says. Well, not too sure about that. I guess I'd have another island because of the double blue early on. So yeah, let's do that. Though the creature count is now less, but not too sure. I guess that's also a creature, so it's still 15 creatures. So I think I just do it like that. So yeah, getting screwed on land drops is not great with the deck. Let's head on into round number 3 and not stumble on land, hopefully this time. Though, did keep a risky hand. Okay, I am on the play with a somewhat okay hand, I guess. No, nothing really until turn 3. Can technically turn that into a 3/1 flyer. I guess I'll just get my mountain. So then maybe next turn, submersible, bounce, whatever it is that they kind of play. I think my computer might have crashed on me. Can see. Yep. Well, apologies for that. It seems my magic software crashed and it seemed to have passed. Okay, so let's... Not quite sure where we are at the moment. So I think it might have skipped a turn on me, which is particularly unfortunate. Yeah, I think it might have skipped a turn on me. Because I don't remember having this many lands. I'll have to look back at the recording, but I guess that's part of parcel of software. Sometimes it doesn't behave. Okay, so now well, I can't Mechanist actually, can I? Because he'll have summoning sickness. So maybe it's just better to get my lifelinker down. And I can activate it end step, but I can't block with it. Doesn't look like it's going to survive anyway. Okay, well, let's just activate the submersible and hopefully this won't be too much of a wasted game with the software crashing. I guess I kind of need to keep up removal now, so again, drawing a lot of swamps even though I added in another island. I can probably Mechanist now, start turning these clues into creatures, but at my stage I think I need to be on the defensive a bit now, unfortunately. Oh my god, more removal. I wonder what this game would have been like if I had actually have been able to have played my turn 3 or whatever it was correctly. Yep, can't do much about that unfortunately. So I guess I'm just cracking the clue, another land. Yeah. I know I added another land, but this is ridiculous. The white one I think is particularly good on its own. You don't have to have like the shrines on itself. Like I'm fine to, well, don't really want to do anything else, so need to double block unless they've kind of got removal there. Okay. Oh my god. It's food, so that's 3-2. Okay, so let's play a land. Play a 3-drop. Then I can have Azula Lies as well as some food. So technically I'm on a 12. They've drawn particularly well, I have to say. Was it 6 land stopped by the looks of things? So can make that a 4-4, but doesn't do much here. I guess I crack my clue just to see what I get at this point. Snowballers. Yeah. Well, I think I double block. Give this -1. I guess I still give this. I have to go +1 because then. But they're not looking great because of the hog thing. The hog monkey basically giving menace to anything. Yeah, this is. I'm not winning this one. Flooding out there and missing a land. So I'm missing basically a turn from my software crashing, so I'm just going to scoop that one up, unfortunately. It's a bit unfortunate because, I don't know, I was kind of getting a bit excited about trying to redeem myself on that previous loss, but hopefully the software doesn't crash again as we go into game number 3. Oh, here we are into the next game. And no blue, though I do have a land cycler. So it's probably a keep being on the draw. Again, this water bending scroll is a little bit awkward in the deck, but because I've got some draw to matters creatures, I think it's worth including. So yeah, I'm just gonna cycle this koi at end step, get an island, I guess the messenger before the trebuchet. Because yeah, I'm not blocking that as it's got menace anyway, so there's no point in playing the trebuchet out then. So bird and pass the turn. So then next turn, I guess I want to get a 3-3 down instead of Probably still want to get the UA down. They got their own trebuchet, sure, and triggers it immediately as well with the menace, which I can't block. So I actually might. Obviously not trading with that. This question is then, do I actually sell out or cast sold out on the warden? Maybe. We've got 3 creatures in hand, though the 3/3 can block the 2/1 flyers. It's probably better. Can't attack as they've got a reach creature. So then next turn, I either trebuchet myself or sold out, depending on what they cast. I kind of feel like they've got a removal spell. Okay, sure. Yep. Okay, so I'm probably going to have to cast sold out on that warden because I'm getting a beating here. And it looks like they're also missing land drops, which only means they've got spells in hand. Awkward River Serpent double blue. What are you doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I think I need to keep a hold of this sold out and the clue, but obviously I can't do both this turn. Well, let's kill the warden. Deny them at least a trebuchet token. Looks like they might even just be no. Okay, I think I can maybe considering activating. So I guess land would be okay also. If not, I can still attack if I cast the trebuchet. Though they'd really only be taking 1 damage. And I'm assuming, I'm sure there is actually some hasty creatures. Another, I guess maybe their hand is just mono removal. So that's ward 2, so maybe I need to get that down. So I guess I'm just casting a 4/5, not particularly great mana cost-wise with nothing on the board. But hopefully the ward kind of restricts their removal that they've got. And the scry is going to hopefully also set up. I guess they're both fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guess I keep like this waterbending scroll is not doing much in my hand, though it is pretty good at just drawing out. I think I keep the protection at this point. Again, because if their hand is just mono removal, I need to stabilize by having some creatures on the board still. So then Octopus Form is probably going to be a pretty important card at this stage. They're white. Okay, so they were missing a colour. Interesting. Looks like they might have more removal for the spirit. Again, if they've got another trap, then yeah, here we go. Okay. I guess that might mean that they can't cast anything this turn. So I guess a trebuchet, or do I just cast? I guess I cast the trebuchet and hold up octopus form, as well as cracking the clue at this stage. But yeah, their hand was just obviously just removal. Another island, so I guess now I can cast my 6-drop and again still hold up octopus form. Again, it does look like they have got something. Yeah, there we go. Good thing I waited a turn for that. Interesting hand to keep where you've just got remover, but I guess if that's all you've got, that kind of keeps the opponent's board clear as well, even though I just won for once. Okay, so let's discard land, more lands. Again, they've got something. Maybe it's the -1/+1. That's what they've. No, because that would be in. They might have destroy attacking creature actually, but I guess that wouldn't have called priority before combat. But let's just dump the hand, and at this point I probably need to play my islands as well to make the waterbending scroll cheaper. So that's be 4 cheaper, so actually I can do that at their own step. I don't want to do it on my turn in case they have some discard. Yeah, now it's just 2 to activate, basically. Wonder what the white is though that they're splashing for. Sure. It's a lot of removal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 removal. Maybe that's all they've got. That's everything now. No, looks like they've lightning strike. Sure. Submersible. It's fine. Into land again. Play that because it's going to down just cost 1. Oh dear, it's not going so well. Starting to flood out here, but thankfully there's nothing happening. I guess I could have actually bounced my own water scroll, cast it and drawn another card. Fire Sages. Now I can dump my mana into this realm of Co at least. Yep. I think it's probably better to create some 1/1s. Because that will trigger the trebuchet. They've only got 1 activation at the moment. Again, where's my removal? First time flyer. Well, I'm going to offer the trade at this point. Again, it's better for them to have no board presence and for me to have at least something at this stage, I think. So it'd be a bit silly for them too, and I'm technically on 15 life as well. So it'd be 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're dead next. So yeah, GG's. They're dead. I can just block, and they're take exactly lethal. So don't even need to attack with a submersible at this point. There we go. Might as well utilize my mana with the food. GG's. Ugh. Yeah, they kept, I guess, an interesting hand, but I suppose if I was them, you kind of also keep, just because you're thinking whatever they cast, you can just kill. But then obviously them not drawing into anything relevant in terms of threats kind of, I guess, made them stumble a bit. But yeah, glad to win that after the kind of interesting crash of software. So got the big jump. One more would be great to feel a bit better, but let's head on into the next one. Welcome back. Here we are, currently with 2 losses and 3 wins, and I am first with some removal and a couple of 3 drops, which is nice. Trebuchet would be a good draw, I would say, so hopefully we can do that. Or a 2 drop would be nice, but doesn't look like we got that there. So question is, do I want to Mechanist first or Pirate Peddler? I guess I guess that with 2 mana it's probably not too bad. So I think in case I then cast an Azula, Azula always lies next turn, I'll get a trigger off of them. But I don't think there's 2 mana. Well, I guess there's Heartless Act actually, isn't there? So they might have had a Heartless Act, but maybe they're kind of more white and go wide. So I'm interested to know what the swamp is. Okay, so they're not completely white. Maybe they're kind of sacrifice fodder or something. Oh no, another white creature though. That's one I probably need to actually get rid of, but Submersible's pretty good here. I guess I can bounce the token, or I can attack with the Mechanist, or I can get my Death Toucher down, or even a flyer just to be mana efficient. I think I probably want to get my flyer down, just be mana efficient. Then next turn I can Pirate Peddler if I draw another swamp. If I don't, I might want to Submersible and hold up Always Lies. Yep. Guess I can bounce the Water Tribe now. I don't think I'm double blocking, so I'll just take the 4. Okay. Aang's Journey, does that change anything? I don't think so. I think I'm still going to Submersible and just bounce the Water Tribe. Can make these 3/1s. Obviously, I don't want to make the Submersible a 3/1. Yes, at end step, if nothing happens, I can technically cast that. Well, I'm trying to think if the Water Bend, it still might follow the spell's rules, so I might not actually be able to cast it for free. I might not be able to cast it at instant. Draw a card, sure. I guess he's going to sacrifice the Poxbearer, yep. Like, I'll test this, but I don't think I can cast it for... Oh, I can. It's still instant, lovely. So that will give me, I guess, another swamp. Okay, so it gets around the spell's rules. Do I want to activate Submersible and apply some pressure? I can maybe, so move 3, that would leave me with, and they can block. So yeah, I think I'm going to Waterbend 1, 2, And red. Attack, see what they do with blocks. They might like double block or triple block something with submersible. Exactly like that. So I'll give this -1/-1. I'm tempted to actually put the counter on the UA. Unless I put on a submersible. I think I'm actually going to put it on the UA. Just getting for some more damage. 1, 2, 3, and again I guess I can cast that at end step if need be. At this point I probably just want to play a 3-drop Death Toucher at this point. Okay, so they've still got a grip full of cards. Maybe they are, what is destroy all creatures, lovely. Mythic card. Destroy all creatures, choose a card name, search target opponent's graveyard, hand, library for up to 4 cards with that name, exile it, and exile it, and comes back as a 5/5. Brilliant. Did not know that card, so do I want to draw, I suppose, at this point? Land. Guess. Actually, I probably should have. Well, there's a flyer at least. But. God, did not know that was a board. That 6-mana board wipe was in the set. Now it's going to be turned into a 5/5 -5 -3. When it deals damage to a player, you can pay X. If when you do, put any number of target creature cards on the token mana. So I'm not sure. So I need some removal, which I have not drawn. So need removal ASAP. Oh, excuse me, just hit my mouse there. Kyoshi Warriors, I did see this. Create some 1/1, sure. And Messenger, Hawk. Well, let's actually, I guess it creates a clue, so. Yeah, let's draw. See what we get. River Serpent, which I can't cast. So I guess I'll just do this and start attacking, and hopefully maybe we can race. The next turn I'm probably going to need to abandon attachments to try and find some removal for that Firelord Sozin. Otherwise, I think it's an Airbender thing. Sure. Yep. So this is 3 to activate. Yep, no blocks. Take 3. Can I? There we go. Brilliant. And I guess the question is, I think I'm just going to do this now in case they've got the white indestructible thing. So, and again, I think I just need to pressure. So next turn, can River Spirit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I should be able to tap, I guess, the clue as well. So it's 7. Double board wipe. Nice. That comes in. That would be. Why is it tapping both blue? Then that'd be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think Benevolent Spirits. That one's got a menace. And to get rid of that for sure. They have stumbled on land a little bit as well. Okay, now they've got their double white, so maybe they... oh, that's pretty good. The hog monkey, that's probably the thing I need to kill. Giving something menace every turn is awkward because then they can just put it on their Kyoshi warrior. Okay, so no, they decided not to. So this is a little bit too... guess I... draw. Okay, there's an island. I think I still play the island just to make the water bending scroll cheaper, so that's now 2 to activate. Well, doesn't have water bending itself. That can't block. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna pressure. So they draw this next turn. Cast, I think I cast, this is 5, so maybe I'll see if they want to exhaust, and then in response to that, then I'll sold out. Again, hopefully they haven't drawn a protection for it. Well, it's hold on priorities, they might have something. I think there is there's some white which gives it indestructible, but I can't remember if it's hexproof indestructible. Like, again, I probably should have in thinking. Okay, so they're going to do that, that's fine. Okay. Take 4, yeah, well, I can activate this, see what we draw. Octopus form. Yep. Actually puts a counter on it as well, doesn't it? Yeah, okay, there's a trebuchet, that's actually pretty good. Oh, they're just dead, aren't they? So, yeah. 666, exactly. Nice. Oh, that was a pretty good top deck, I have to say there. Oh, good. Chill now for a little bit, getting 4 wins, is that now? 4 wins? I'm trying to think. 4 wins. I think this is actually my first 4 wins of the entire Avatar draft, which is a bit of a milestone. I suppose it's pretty good when you can get 4 wins in your draft. So let's yeah, head on into the next one. Excited. Welcome, welcome, as we head into round 6, I think, and I am on the draw with a slightly awkward hand, but I don't think it's something I'm going to mulligan. Yeah, I've drawn another land, which is helpful. Like an Ang's Journey would be good, or a mountain 2-drop. I forgot I actually had a June in the deck. Playing against green, red. And I think I'll just take the 3 initially. White as well, okay. Do I want to snowballers or do I want to trebuchet? Well, I guess getting a 0-4 blocker is probably pretty good against a 3-1. And then maybe next turn I can snowballers something. So the question is, are they going to go after my... What is this one? Exile up to 1 artifact, creature, and charm an opponent 3 or greater until it leaves the battlefield. Sure. Guess I will snowball the 3-1, and if they double block... So if they attack with the kingdom, then I guess I will double block. And hopefully they don't have any kind of combat trick. Zulu looking pretty awkward in this hand, and they've now got a Toff. Do I want to double spell at this point? Probably. Start drawing some cards and hopefully getting some removal, because this Toff is going to take over the game pretty quickly, I think. Okay, I guess I'll force them to have something. Gotcha. Yeah, I think this game is probably going to be pretty difficult to come back from. Toff is essentially giving you a 2-2 a turn or 2 counters a turn. So... not looking promising at this stage. Take 4 down to 7. And do I want to crack the clue? I probably don't. I think I might need to keep it again as a creature, possibly. Ugh. Super awkward. This is what, 3 to activate? Aang's Journey. So I've got a 3/3, so that's 6 power, 6 power blockers. So they've got their green. Oh, I've always had green for a little while. I've just forgot because the Toff is those colours. Yep. But I think I'm probably dead here. That's 8. Should probably attack with everything, I think, at this stage. Because if I'm, that's 8 damage there. So yeah, they should be attacking with everything, I think. Block, block, or chump, block. So block here, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so I can't even do that, can I? I have to block the 4. I'm literally essentially chumping, chump. Yeah, I'm not winning this, I don't think. I literally have to chump, and then it's 6, 7, 8. So yeah, double chomping is not great. So at this point I might as well just sack the clue, but probably not going to draw into anything decent at this stage. Again, I would need my own board wipe. And again, they've just got another 2-2 on there, so yeah, I'm not winning this. I've got no board wipes, so I'm not coming back from that. Well, got my 4 wins at least, and that game was a beating at the end there. Interesting second game or third game, wherever it was, with software crashing and skipping a turn. Maybe the outcome might have changed there, but would have probably still been a bit of an uphill struggle trying to get back from it. But anyway, there's the kind of Demir splashing with via Azula. Again, maybe actually the Azula in the deck was a bit awkward at times. Maybe I shouldn't have bothered to splash that, or tried to figure out my kind of mana base just a little bit better to try and kind of make it a bit more smooth. But anyway, thank you again for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.